Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 12 of my New York City Wrestling series for TEW 2016. So this is the New York Nightmare event, and we've got the whole show booked. We've got a very special main event, but once again we've got two guys that are out in Japan, and yeah, unfortunately one of them is Bulldozer Brandon Smith. The other is Nigel Svensson, which isn't the worst thing in the world because he's only an opener here. And I just can't really see any way I can push him and El Mitico at the same time. And I've also got Xavi Ferreira that I've sort of got to think about. All three of them are faces, and that's just making things a little bit difficult to push all three of them at the rate that I want to. So yeah, him going to Pride Glory, wrestling with those guys, some of those guys, their stats are just incredible, and I think that'll help his performance stats while he's away. So yeah, anyways, let's run the show. Starting out with a Tri-State Regional title match. In about they had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. Savage Tiger Jr. defeated Crockett Tubbs in 12:08 by pinfall with a Salvage suplex. Savage Tiger Jr. wins the NYCW Tri-State Regional title. 48D+. Good match to start the show. Got a title change. Savage Tiger is the new Tri-State Regional Champion. Good stuff. We then have an angle. Savage Tiger Jr. cuts a promo on El Mitico and basically just says, well, my mask is now more prestigious because I just won a title. Do you have a title, El Mitico? And obviously the answer to that question is no, but oh my god, look at that match rating. 62C for Seth Whitehead. This is lower mid-card versus enhancement talent. And they got a 62. And about they had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. El Mitico Jr. defeated Seth Whitehead in 7:57 by pinfall with a German suplex. 69 in-ring performance for El Mitico there. Great stuff. Good rating. Solid rating. We then have Marvel Malloy cut a promo on Steve Flash, just basically trash-talking him. Just saying, you're 50 years old, what are you still doing in this business? You should just retire already. You got to let guys like me and my best friend Storm, the American Cobras, take over this promotion. It's 51D+. Decent little promo. No, the match is okay. I thought it would do a little bit better. Maybe a D+ was kind of expected for this, but 46D is alright. In a decent match, Marvel Malloy defeated Steve Flash in 7:43 by pinfall with a Marvel Breaker. Okay, Marvel Malloy was really off his game, so that obviously hurt the rating there. No worker improvements. We then have Man Mountain Cahill cutting his usual menace promo. This time it's on Hawkeye Calhoun. Gets a 92A, and then the match, as you can expect, as planned, this match brought the crowd down a little bit. Only got us a 33E+, which is horrible and very annoying. Okay, apologies if you can hear my dog in the background. We then have a Southern Stars promo, which is decent, 62C. It's kind of what you expect these guys to get. And then their match is actually a 61C, so as you'd expect, the overness is starting to creep in, and obviously my booking's getting a little bit better as well, because I'm not making silly mistakes and stuff like that. I'm obviously learning the guys' stats a little bit better. I kind of know who can script and who can call, which is good. So yeah, the Southern Stars defeated Old School Principles in 11:41 when Animal Harker defeated the Masked Mauler by pinfall with a Texas Meat Grinder. The Southern Stars make defense number 8 of their NYCW Tag Team titles. The Masked Mauler is improving in technical skills and performance skills, and then you got Tennessee William improving in rumble skills, which is good to see. The next angle is it's a match. In a decent match, Dean Waldorf defeated Storm Spillane in 1944 by pinfall with a Waldorf salad toss. During the match, we also had Marvel Malloy accidentally hit Spillane. So yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Storm wanted the win over Dean really badly, because they're pretty much the two biggest tag teams in the company at the moment. So yeah, Marvel tried to come in and just attack Dean, but botched it and ended up smacking Storm in the head. Storm gets a 61 performance, and Dean got a 49, so it's pretty decent. Dean improves in flying skills, and the match gets a 62C. Happy days. Oh, okay. I thought this would do a lot better. Might have had something to do with the length of the match. I don't know. In about that had decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Marv Statler defeated Greg Gage in 40 minutes and 17 seconds by pinfall with a backdrop backbreaker. Yeah, Greg got a 54 in-ring performance and Marv got a 48, and the match itself only got a 51D+. For our main event here, which is a little bit disappointing, penalised for being done to a crowd that was already at emotional high. Okay, fair enough. That's the only negative in the whole thing, which is interesting. Okay, the whole overall show rating gets a 47D. You know, it's an average show rating. I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. It's nothing too special, but obviously it's going to increase our popularity a decent little bit. I think we've got to give some credit to Dean and Storm. They had a very actually, do you know what? We'll go Dean. No, we won't go Dean actually. We'll go Storm because he was the better person in the match. And then we'll go Seth Whitehead, and El Mitico, because they all impress me. We'll point him out as a good example, and we'll tell these guys that they're awesome. Pleased, and pleased. Okay, good stuff. That was an average show. I did expect Greg Gage, if I can get my words out properly, I expected Greg to be a little bit better, but he's only got like 25 overness in the tri-state region. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's acceptable. It's a pretty decent match rating, you know, purely based on that fact. Let's have a look at our size here. 31 importance, 32 popularity. We're actually getting a little bit over in the Great Lakes and the Mid-Atlantic, and New England, of course, because that's our spillover, those four. And then I think we have Quebec and Ontario. I think they're at like 20%, and these are at 40. So yeah, cool. And as I mentioned, the bank balance is, you know, I mean, it's always grown steadily, but we're now over 550,000, which is pretty incredible. We left Honest Frank off that show, which is not great, but oh well. Yeah, next event is Seasons Beatings. We are pretty much at the end of the year. That is obviously the December event. So I hope you guys will join me for that. Just before we do that, we'll have a look at the storylines. Empire Building, 68C+. Tag team titles are at a 62C. New Generation 54C-. Old School vs New School is at a 61C. And My Mask is More Prestigious is at a 48D+. Marsh Stranger hasn't yet got involved in that, but you never know, he might get involved in the next event, the next episode. Looking at the titles, that Prestige has gone back up by 5 points, which is amazing. As you can see there, it wasn't this month, it was the last month, which is awesome with that 72B-. The King of, that's not going to change, the King of New York. The tag titles, they've also gone up. They're a 71C+, which I didn't realize mid-card titles can go over 70. I mean, maybe 71's the max now, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not too sure. But the prestige of the Tri-State Regional has actually gone up as well. It's gone up 6 points from a 52 to a 58, which is awesome. Speaking of that, I'm actually going to change the picture there. So I believe I have another Tri-State. Yeah, I have a Tri-State alt. I don't know, I kind of like that one a little bit better. So I think we'll save that. I think it just fits a little bit nicer. Looks more like the tag team. And they're both mid-card titles, so yeah, I like it. Anyway, Empire title looks so awesome. Big fan of that title. So yeah, that's going to wrap this episode up, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Looking over our franchise players haven't really changed either. Someone's gone from this list. Howlin' Mad Mort? Yeah, I think it's Howlin'. Was it Howlin' or was it Whitehorse? I'm not sure. Oh well, doesn't really matter. So yeah, Time Decline, that's our Time Decline. All the old guys, Steve Flash, Man Mountain, Honest Frank and Rick Sanders. Yeah, the Marsh Stranger isn't actually on there, despite being 43. Interesting. And that is who's hot right now. Apparently, Honest Frank is hot, although I don't think he's won many matches since he held the title, if any matches at all. And, yep, a bit of lag there. But there are events, and obviously we're at our last event, which is Seasons Beatings, as I mentioned before. And then we start again in January with Rush Hour, which is going to be awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I really am enjoying playing it, honestly. Obviously, the start was a little bit of a grind. It was a little bit tough getting those ratings up, but it always is when you start with especially we were small at the start. It's always hard then. But now we're regional. We're looking good. Things are going up. We're going up in popularity. I might look to bring in 2 events a month. I'd probably just add a monthly event. I'm not sure if I would do it on camera or off camera. I'm not too sure about that. I would probably do it off camera. It wouldn't really mean anything. I might even just use the auto booker for it. But I need to speed this progression up a little bit, because I don't want to go 100 episodes into this series and still be grinding out to cult. So I want to speed things up a little bit. And I mean, in theory, it's just going to make us more money as well. So yeah, something to think about. I don't really want the game to go too far in the future, if that makes sense. Like, I would like to be cult by about 2022, so in another six years. I think that's achievable. I really do. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to wrap the episode up here. I've kind of gone on a nice little rambling tangent for like the last 5 minutes. So yeah, drop a like if you've enjoyed the episode, subscribe if you're a new viewer, or you haven't subscribed yet for whatever reason, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye, guys.